Welcome back to another episode of Playing Voodoo. I'm your host Derek, and today joining me as always for our Survivor Season 44 episode recaps, Alex and Martin.
How's it going, guys?
Hey guys.
How's it feel taking your first L, Martin?
I knew it was going to happen eventually.
It has to. Yeah.
It has to.
Yeah.
Especially since a lot of my players are on the same tribe.
Yeah.
So, for those of you that didn't see, we saw Sarah sent home this episode in a 2-2 vote, but the votes were nullified due to an idle play by Josh on himself.
We also saw the what's that advantage called? Inheritance advantage. That got booted off too with her.
Yep, thankfully.
You know what I feel bad about is none of the producers told Sarah that was a fake idol when she was doing her final words.
Nope.
They couldn't have made her be like, hey, by the way, that was a fake idol. She had to keep being like, man, I left with an idol. I'm like, how long do you think? Is it until now? Did she just find out now that it was a fake idol?
No.
Did people keep it like secret from her?
I'm sure she found out. Who knows? You might be right.
Yeah, maybe she just found out when she was watching, like, oh, that was a fake the whole time. It wouldn't even matter.
But how did we get to that point? So let's backtrack a bit. So let's talk about what went down at Ahsoka this episode. Let's start with them. So they get back from camp after voting out Claire the previous episode. And they're meditating on the beach. Seems like we get a Josh sitting by himself, doing a confessional, and saying he's sitting pretty in the middle between two pairs. But that's not how the landscape really is.
Yeah, I thought because of the edit and when they started talking shit, like, we're going to just vote him off. I thought he was going to be voted off that episode.
Yeah.
I was about to be like, I made a great trade.
Yeah, so you traded him to me. That's how I felt the beginning of the episode, because that's kind of like the usual setup.
Yeah, I mean, the last two episodes, he's been kind of playing with fire a little bit. I mean, last episode, he was also could have been voted off instead of Claire, but yeah, he's not in a good position. I think he's better now, but
yeah. we see it unlikely. I mean, we now see two duos working together, Heidi and Danny, and then Franny and Matt.
Which is weird because it's usually not like that. Usually you do have a middle person that is going to break that tie, but it seems like they're content with not breaking that tie.
So that's what we get from them early on in the episode. Then we move to the Tika tribe, and we bring back, I thought we were done with the birdcage, but we are not.
No.
Birdcage was a decent part of this episode for the Tika tribe.
Yeah, Carolyn wouldn't let it die.
No, she did not. What do you make of how she planted a hint?
I think it worked out great for her.
Yeah, I mean, they could have cut that out, and and the episode still would have been the same.
Yeah,
the same result.
Yeah.
So that is a good edit then, because they're showing some kind of strategy from Carolyn. So that's an editing choice.
Yep.
Because if it wasn't important, they would have just taken it out. Like when Omar had a nullifier. Yeah.
I think it was smart on her part to maybe not, the execution could have been better. Maybe just do what Danny did.
That's everything Carolyn does. The execution could be better. That's her whole life.
I will give her credit for execution. She was patient. She waited until the middle of the night, unlike Danny in broad daylight.
Yeah, Danny is
to do so.
Fucking wild, dude. He's like, I've heard.
I compared it last episode. You guys weren't here. I compared it a little bit to Tony.
I've heard you were not the first person I've heard.
That's the comparison I've always seen.
Yeah, I've heard people he's not as crazy as Tony, but he kind of has that Tony vibe where he's just kind of like bouncing off the walls. That's the most comparison I've heard is he's compared to Tony. Mm-hmm. If he's gonna win, I doubt it. But
so Carolyn, we end up someone falls into her trap. We see Sarah find the fake immunity idol, which she does not find out is fake.
She still might not know.
She knows now.
Yeah.
So, do you think Carolyn knows that she has the real one? Or does she give away the real one?
I'm pretty sure Carolyn has the real one. Okay. Can you ask the producer that, hey, which one is it? Yeah, I'm kind of getting confused now.
I think you can ask.
Carolyn has the real one, I'm guessing. It'd be crazy.
We've not been giving her credit most of the time, saying she's making poor decisions. Like I even said it like in a previous episode. Does she know which one's real? Does she know which one's fake? She knows which one's real.
Yeah, it's crazy. She's actually playing a pretty good game right now.
She is.
And I think she might end up fucking winning this season. She's the first person to speak the cold open. Big editing thing. I that was a good pick, and it was one of the last picks. It was the
last pick.
So our last picks usually winners.
Yeah, because as you can see this season, our first round, we've already lost 2, and Josh might be also out the window.
Decimated, dude.
We're great at drafting.
Yeah. No, our first round.
Survivor Castaways.
It is what it is,
So then we'll skip the reward challenge. It is what it is.
That's why I was trading for late round
I
picks.
did enjoy it. I will note, it's a small detail, but Danny, I think, it was the reward challenge. Rolling on the rope.
Yeah.
Probably a lot smarter than trying to crawl across it.
Yeah.
It's just something.
I like that challenge because it was simple.
Oh yeah.
Didn't have a puzzle.
You knew immediately that Tika was screwed once Carolyn went up there.
Yeah,
she didn't have enough strength.
But
it took her forever to actually get one.
I thought Matt was gonna have a lot of trouble. He actually did pretty good.
He got it first try.
Yeah.
Matthew.
Yeah, Matthew. He probably did. We don't know for sure. They might have edited around it, but yeah, he did pretty good.
Yeah, no. I also will, I guess, say with the reward challenge, Claire didn't sit out because she's no longer in the game.
Thank you, Derek. She kind of did then. She kind of did sit.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But they had Franny sit, and I wonder if that's gonna become a theme. I
think Jamie will.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, well, let's
Jamie
go.
sat out the following. I think that's why Franny sat out the reward.
Oh, okay. So yeah, let's just get into the biggest.
So let's talk about the trek that went down.
Can we talk about the thing after it more?
The thing after it.
Yeah, it was huge. It was so.
Yeah. The trek itself with the end result. Let's talk about it.
Sure. So I've heard people talk about it. Adam Klein on Insta or on Twitter posted something like, the whole motto of Survivor is you have to earn everything, right?
Yep.
Except when you go to this island, we'll just give you fucking immunity idols.
Yep.
How do you feel about this, Derek? Because I feel like you're going to be the most heated.
I'm 80% heated, but I'm 20% I understand because they're put in a position to where they're forced to swap tribes and they're put in a precarious position without their say.
Martin?
What I feel about the idol stuff there?
Everything. All
everything?
Yeah.
There's just a ton of idols now, dude.
Yeah,
I lose track of everything now.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Sorry to interrupt. The one comparison I will make is I'd be 100% heated in the situations where we've seen players return from Edge of Extinction in which they're just given an idol. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, no, that's annoying. This is the thing. I don't mind it for some reason. I'm okay with them just giving. Maybe I'm just become dull or Nola. It just happens so much that I'm like, they're just giving people fucking idols now. There will be a season where they just automatically, I feel like, give everyone just one idol, just at the start of the game.
Shot in the dark.
Yeah, it's like, here's your one idol, and then everyone plays at the first tribal council. It's like, okay, well, no.
So about the trek, does it bother you, or do you notice that they just kind of skip over what the journey to it though?
Yeah, well,
because not enough time.
Remember in 41, 42, they would do that.
Kind of.
And you would get the backstory of them kind of getting closer. But now they just skip to the very end.
Yeah, because I feel like they did it, and I think people didn't really give a shit. And I think the thing with that was the one they needed to show in that season was Shan and Liana going up. So, because they had that.
That's the one
bond.
that I remember the most.
Yeah, well, because they had the bond.
Yeah.
And it played well into later seasons. Or later into the season. But, I think most of the treks, no one really gave a shit after. No one really talked about it after. I think, did Sean go with Evie or something like that? And they tried to, make an alliance, but that never came to fruition or something like that. So, I don't know. I don't think the bonds they make there are what's important. I think they care more about just getting to the advantage,
Getting to the advantage that's given to them, yeah.
Yeah. I know you're angry. For some reason, I don't mind. I thought I'd be more angry, but I really didn't give a shit. And I would have liked an actual regular swap where everyone just drop your
buffs.
Drop your buffs.
One hundo.
I mean, but see, this is what Survivor's doing. They're not giving you everything. So when you get something like this, you're like, I'll fucking take it.
I think hopefully, I really doubt we're gonna get a swap, but
I think this
I'm
is
jumping ahead, but we have a tribe of 3 now. So challenges are going to be tougher.
Yeah, I mean, it's
to
gone
make.
down before. It's gone down to 2 with Shannon Ricard, so it's possible.
But they'd never swap, so.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
Fuck, let the tribe be decimated. I don't care.
I mean, I have no one on that tribe.
We were just talking about Palau. Let's do it again. Just decimate that tribe.
Yeah, Alex and I have no one left on that tribe that we drafted, so.
What's purple?
Yeah.
That's
all more.
Yeah, every time they go to tribal, that's my team.
Yeah, that's where I always cheer for. Well, I have someone on green now, but I would always cheer for green or purple going because I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not losing anyone today.
Oh.
Alright.
So the end result of that track, how do you feel about it? Of where these people ended?
Yeah, let's talk about each person you think fits with their new tribe.
Alright, well, Josh has lied right away. Why doesn't he just tell people he's a doctor? Why is that?
Probably just insinuates he has money, but he probably has debt along with it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So
everyone has debt.
Yeah.
Man.
So I don't know. There's people like lying about their professions for some reason.
What would you lie?
If I was a person who was an elevator salesperson, yeah, probably.
Yeah, Cody.
Yeah.
Would you lie about your job?
If I was like a doctor?
No, if you were just went on Survivor.
Probably not. I don't see where it would help me really.
Probably not. No, I mean, there's been people that lied about. The one guy was a recreational marijuana salesman, and he lied about his job. He lied he was a chemistry teacher.
The only thing I would lie probably about is being a police officer.
Yeah, I got lawyers have usually a big reputation.
Anything where you would be a good public speaker, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, cops have the biggest one, I think. Especially now with Tony.
Yeah, and Sarah.
Lawyers are a big one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other ones. I mean,
has Kane lied? Isn't Kane like a lawyer?
He's in law school.
Oh, he's in law school.
Oh, yeah, but I don't know what he said. Or I did Carson lie about being like an astrobiologist or something?
He
or whatever.
He's not leading on that he's as smart as he's telling people. So
whatever. He's actually playing pretty good too.
Yeah,
that was a good pick.
Let's talk about Carson then. He's now on Ratu.
Yep.
They lost Jamie. So what do you make of? How do you think Carson fits in with Ratu?
I think he fits in better than I expected.
I mean, right away he's getting a lot of trust from like Matthew.
Yeah, I don't think Brandon will mind. I mean, that tribe is actually pretty fucking stacked now physically too. I mean, Carson's a pretty good athlete.
Carson put on 30 pounds for the season.
Yeah, he did. Brandon, thank you. Sam is only 19 years old too. And
Lauren did really good at the challenge.
Yeah, Lauren's pretty good.
She
Brandon
jumped, got the key.
Oh, dude, that was.
I know that was brutal.
Did that happen in Australian season where it was way up there and she fell?
That was a nasty belly flop.
Well, there was one a couple seasons ago where it was one of your picks or like one of your picks to win.
Yeah.
Where they put her on that platform for like the key jump, but she was so short it wasn't even close.
Was it Lydia?
Yeah,
Lydia. Yeah, I think she might have had trouble with it. I don't know. That was funny though.
Yeah, Ratu's looking good. They now have someone that can do puzzles. I don't know if they had that person before, but now
I think Kane.
Okay.
I think Kane
and
Matthew.
Carson.
Yeah, Kane and Matthew
is stepping up for that portion.
Yeah, no, I mean they're. I think so. Green Tribe is actually kind of got weaker too with this.
Yeah, they got weaker
because they lose Josh. So I think Orange is now the tribe to beat.
Let's talk about. So I guess my thoughts about Ratu and Matthew and Carson. We'll see.
It won't matter. From the previous on next episode of Survivor, it seems like it won't matter.
Well, let's see if they work together. I really don't know how the rest of them working together. I'm assuming Matthew's still working with Brandon.
They've kind of haven't had to. We haven't been shown because
it's just the assumption.
Go. Yeah, I don't know.
Lauren has an extra vote. So
it seemed like Jamie was working with a lot of people there.
She was.
But now she's gone.
She is gone. And let's bring up Jamie. She's now on Soka.
Yep.
Where do you guys see her fitting in with Soka?
I don't see it being well. Because, I mean, she's just going to fill the void that Josh... But she has an idol.
She has two idols.
No, she doesn't. She thinks she has two idols. I mean, imagine she plays the fake one first. And then Jeff
leaves the real one back at camp.
Yeah, well, Jeff would say this is fake, and she's like, okay, well,
I have this other one.
Yeah, she would have to do that, or she'd be like, well, maybe now they're all fake. But I think she's just filling the void that Josh was in. You know, I think she's gonna be next boot.
I think any tribe she got swapped to, she was at the bottom of that tribe.
Is it because we saw Danny search her bag? They don't trust her.
Yeah, but well, obviously, I mean, they're coming from an island, you know, and I think when you're on an all like, so it'd be different if Josh went there because they probably formulate a plan, you know, about what they're gonna do. Like, hey, if there's an advantage, you're gonna do this or that. So they kind of like have more of a plan. This is just some random person coming in, and they don't know her. They don't know her intentions or what she would do on the island. So that's, I think, why there's more untrust.
And it seems like the four really like each other.
I think two of them really like each other. Fair. And no, I think Heidi and Danny are pretty tight. And I could see Heidi getting along with Jamie, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see Danny potentially flipping on. Because I could see...
That's what I want to bring up next. So if those four do not stay strong, who do you think is able to rail in Jamie?
I think Heidi. I think so.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, I don't see Franny really work. Maybe, but I don't... Matthew's kind of like...
Well, they don't know.
Matthew's so
aloof.
Matt. It's Matt. Matt is so... Sorry, Matt is so aloof on the season, I feel like, so...
He doesn't have a vote. We haven't seen it.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that. So it won't even matter. I mean, they'll just be like, hey, Jamie, come with the fucking numbers because we have all our votes.
Yeah. Or, honestly, they could leave Jamie out of the loop and just send Matt home, but that wouldn't make sense from their perspective to do so.
It wouldn't make sense. But yeah, I think I could see Jamie working well in that tribe, but I could see her not too. I don't know. I don't want to... That's my last pick. I don't want to make a strong opinion on her right now. So, my team's in trouble.
So then we see... That's the last of this talk at this episode for... Or at least for this episode recap.
Let's just bring back the
Ratu and Sokka.
Let's bring back regular swaps. Just everyone drop your buff.
Yes, that would be great.
Yeah, dude, it was so much fun.
Let's talk about Tika. So they go to Tribal Council. What do you guys make of the friction between Yam Yam and Carolyn this episode? It's real or fake?
I don't know why it would be fake. What
Does it feel like they glossed over a lot of stuff though?
Yeah.
I feel like it just kind of came out of nowhere.
Kinda, and I think So what was he wanted to use Carolyn as a decoy.
Scapegoat, yeah.
A decoy.
But then Carolyn's like, it's always me as a scapegoat.
Is it?
That was like her word.
She said she's tired of being the decoy.
Yeah, like she's tired of being.
Has she been the decoy? I think
she was decoy for the first vote, I believe.
I don't think she was decoy. I think she was actually the target. Well, yeah. I think they were actually targeting her. I don't think it was a decoy.
That's fair.
I don't know. I think she probably... I mean, it's never good to have votes on you. I mean, that's a fact. Like, it's never good when people are voting for you.
I will note there was an edit, like, maybe it was the last episode, I think. Episode 3, maybe episode 2. Where, I mean, it's just small between these two. But it could have caused issues where Carolyn makes note that Yam Yam is a loud snorer.
Yeah.
That's that can definitely cause some friction between two people.
Yeah.
If you're not getting enough sleep.
My girlfriend gets pissed at me about it. I don't control it.
I'm
sorry.
You're asleep.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I would love to stop. I don't snore when I'm awake. I can guarantee you that.
But who knows? That could honestly be probably part of it.
Yeah, I feel like because she's a what would it be too? Like a former drug addict, maybe shit like that. Like kind of like fucks with her or something. Like she might have like a short fuse or something. You never know.
You don't.
But she's playing hard right now too.
She's playing really well.
And she's playing pretty good.
And you also had the comment from Yam Yam where it's like, no offense, but they see me as a threat. So
yeah,
Carolyn takes offense to that maybe.
Well, I don't know. I feel like she might take offense to it, but it's good when people think that they're threats because then they try to. I don't know. I just don't know what that tribe is just a fucking mess.
What do you make of Josh trusting Carolyn enough to reveal that he's a immunity idol?
I think he was gonna play it. I think regardless. I think he had to play it. So I think he was like, well, I might as well just fucking tell Carolyn to try to get her on side at least. There was no way he couldn't play it. I think that's the thing is why they gave him these idols is because they're gonna be on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
So you'd be kind of, and you can't use it at the merge or something like that.
You can use it once all tribes have merged. Essentially, yes.
So basically, they're saying use this to save yourself, which I think is kind of dumb. The swap should just come back, just regular, and then or just have them pure social game. Just you get swapped, you get screwed, you got to figure it out.
I'll give Carolyn her flowers on this. I mean, Josh, obviously, it played to his advantage. Carolyn told him votes are going his way, played it on himself to save himself. But for Carolyn to be perceived as someone that's trustworthy in that situation that Josh can open up to and reveal he has a hidden immunity idol is it's great gameplay.
Yeah, I think it's because like the fact where even we have this issue where we see her and we're like, oh, does she know she has the real idol and stuff? I think it's because she seems like someone that is like so sporadic and crazy that she couldn't lie is why people trust her. Even though she's probably playing one of the most deceitful games in the fucking show right now.
Yeah, there's only one that's probably, I guess, yeah, she's one of three. There's definitely two
Matthew,
others.
I think, is playing a pretty deceitful one.
And Danny.
Carson, I think Carson's playing one too.
Sure.
But I think those are the four most deceitful people in the show right now. Yeah.
So let's get into our superlatives of the episode. Let's talk about worst move, best move, next boot.
So here's a question. So we all know after the fact that Sarah had a fake idol.
Yeah.
But do you understand or see why she didn't try and play it?
No, I don't.
Was she thinking that they were going to vote Carolyn or Yam Yam? Does she not see herself as a possible vote?
Yeah, I've heard some questions about it. Derek, what's your take? I've heard some people talk about it.
I don't understand why you wouldn't play it if you already know your vote's getting nullified.
Especially if you see Josh play his.
Yeah, I mean, like in the end, it wouldn't have mattered. No, it wouldn't have mattered. But I would have just done it if I knew it was fake. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking play this shit. I'm not gonna. But
I mean, she didn't know. She thought it was real.
She didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't, because her and Jam voted for Josh. So she was expecting was she expecting Carolyn to vote for Josh too?
Yeah. So then it's just whoever Josh votes for, and
which could have been her.
Yeah, it was a 33% shot. Because they were telling Josh they were voting for Carolyn or to vote for Carolyn, right?
Yeah, this is true.
So she's probably banking on the fact that it's going to go on Carolyn.
Yep.
And you don't really want to use your idol this early in the game unless you have to, like one of these.
Yeah.
But she probably should have. I don't know. It's whatever. She's gone. You took an L.
Took an L there.
But she got rid of the inheritance advantage.
No. Find its way back on the show.
That's what I was about to ask. Is it coming back?
It's like the knowledge is power. They're just going to throw it back on.
Yeah, this is... They're like, motherfucker, these things can't work.
So let's get into superlatives. What was the worst move of the episode? Was there a worst move?
Worst move of the episode. I don't know. Probably Jam didn't have a really good...
His slip up, I guess.
Yeah, he didn't really manage Carolyn well. I think that might be an issue because I think she is... I don't know. I was always kind of confused why Carson sided with Jam and Carolyn because Carolyn seems sporadic. So I feel like it'd be tough to manage that relationship because she seems like she could just bounce off the walls and want to do something crazy. So I think Jam didn't do a good job. And I think he's on the bottom of the tribe now when he was on the top originally. What a fall from grace.
I'm in full agreement. I don't think there really was something that really stood out as a worst move, but...
I think it's just...
Yeah, he didn't manage his relationship.
That was the only mistake, really.
Yeah.
Best
move of the episode.
Carolyn? Carolyn and her fake...
I would say Carson more.
Carson
bonding with Matthew. I think he got a lot of information. However, you guys all watched the next episode and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't look good for Matthew. I think he's going to get medevaced.
Oh, I briefly saw. I didn't see that.
Really? Where he's like, my shoulder hurts so much.
Maybe I didn't watch it then.
They laid it on pretty heavy.
Yeah. Jeff's kind of an idiot, and I think he let it slip that there's going to be another medevac this season. I think there might be. I think he said there's going to be 3 medevacs this season. So you're having one with Bruce. Matthew
looks like the next
very
one.
likely.
Imagine having medivacs when your challengers aren't even that physical.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, dude, we get it. You like Australian Survivor challenges. It's just, it would be first time we see a medevac. Well,
since Kaorong, where there's more than like 2 or 3.
Kaorong had what? I think it was
had a ton.
It was 4 maybe. That was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It was Caleb, and then Neil, and then the guy he couldn't shit. Yeah. So they couldn't pull him. That's not the first time that's happened, too. No. But yeah, I think there might be a third. I've heard 2 for sure. And then I think there might be a third. And then there's a showman. So really, they're just pulling out all the old stops for Survivor.
Speaking of what might go down next episode, next boot.
I think it's going to be Matthew. I think his tribe's going to lose, and then he's going to ask for a mercy vote kind of thing.
So instead of medevac, he's like, "Oh, I can't go on. Just vote me out."
Yeah, I think we've seen it before. I think that's what's going to happen, but I think it's because he's really hurt. And they edited him really well, which makes me think they really like him. Then they're probably going to want to bring him back, kind of like Bruce. Why you look so disappointed at me, Derek?
I'm just listening.
All right, go. What do you think is going to happen next episode?
I don't want to forecast a medevac happening, so I'll just go with what I think will happen. I think Tika's still in a precarious situation, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I'll go with it's the last episode we get of Jam Jam.
No, please don't. I'd rather be Josh, not Jam Jam.
That's my prediction.
Martin?
That's a pretty bold prediction, man.
Well, that would hurt your team. That would.
Anytime that tribe goes,
That'd be fucking forward. Devastating for you, especially Jam Jam going.
Oh man. Well, I mean, he wasn't an early pick for me anyway.
Still.
So, I mean, they laid it on pretty thick. I think Matthew's a medevac.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. They would probably still go to Triboy, even if he was a medevac, would he?
It depends.
Maybe.
Depends. I don't know. Just hypothetically, if he's not, and he's still playing the game. Because I think he's on the best spot on that Orange tribe. Now with Carson and Brandon. I think everyone trusts him. I don't know.
I'll go with Jamie then.
Jamie?
Yeah.
She's got an idol, though. Do you think she wouldn't play it? You don't think she should play her idol?
I don't know.
It might be they kind of easily give her a false sense of hope, and it's like, oh, I don't need to play it.
You only got the merge is coming at around 11, right? And what are they at now?
12.
Yeah,
well, you're not in the jury yet, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, but the merge is coming, and you can't use it at the same beach, so it's coming within the next 3 episodes. Well, if you go to tribal, you might as well fucking use it.
Yeah, I guess so.
You'd be crazy not to use it, especially knowing the merge is right around.
There's 13 people left. It's coming.
Yeah, so
especially if a tribe only down to 3 now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's 13 people left, so that merge is coming. So you'd be crazy not to use it. But I'm wondering if there's only 2 tribal councils, right? Or this tribal council and then 1 more episode and then the merge. So they were just giving them idols just to survive them, pretty much, right?
Yep.
Because one person will not even be able to use their idol, not even have a chance to.
Oh, maybe use it as fake. We've seen lots of fake idols this season.
Yeah, we have. We've seen, I think there's 4 fake idols and 5 real ones out there.
Yeah, sounds right.
Crazy.
So you guys want to talk about our draft? Our updates on our teams a bit?
Yeah, sure.
I did update the trade that happened last episode. So just to recap.
2 trades, right?
Yeah.
There's 2 trades that went down. So
I'm starting.
Josh is now on Martin's team for a 5th round pick in the 46th draft.
Yes.
And I traded my 4th round pick of the 46th draft for Heidi. And this was both of these trades were processed prior to episode 3.
Yeah.
Just so you guys are aware.
Yeah, so I told you guys my strategy. I think that 46 is going to be returning season. And I knew I could get later round picks for these people that I think are not going to win. I don't think Heidi or Josh are going to win.
I think Heidi I like Heidi's position.
Heidi can make it pretty deep.
I think she can make it deep. I don't think she's going to win.
Worth the 4th round pick, though, then.
It is. And especially considering the fact that our later picks usually win the seasons. I'm stocking up in the back.
Like how you mentioned earlier, a lot of our first round picks are basically gone.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, I'm trying to get 4th and 5th rounders, and so that's gonna give me room to play with at the end of that draft.
So this is how our current people that we have left in their game remaining go. So on Tika, Martin has all 3 remaining, that being Josh, Jam Jam, and Carolyn. On Ratu, I myself, Derek, have Lauren and Kane. And Martin has Carson, and Alex has Brandon and Matthew.
For now. I think Matthew.
On Soka, I myself, Derek, have Franny and Heidi. Martin has Danny and Matt, and then now Alex has Jamie.
Yeah. So
Alex has 3 people left.
3 people. Martin
has 4.
6.
So then Martin has 6.
I'm not gonna lie, you're playing really bad. Like your team, I've traded 2 people, and we're almost comparable.
No, I feel like my people are in better spots. To be honest, you only have one hope.
Matthew.
Yeah, and it's bad because he's gonna get medevac.
I feel decent about Franny and Heidi moving forward.
No, Franny's a good pick. Yeah, Franny's good. Heidi.
You have Kane too, right?
I do.
Kane's not bad.
He's not bad, but I need to see a little more. Same with Lauren.
Lauren, I don't think she's got much legs in the game. I think Kane is a good pick, and I think Franny's a good pick. For you, Martin's stacked, dude.
I just have numbers, so it's like the odds.
Well, but it's also like Carolyn's also really.
Carolyn, Danny, yeah.
And Danny and Carson and fucking Jam Jam.
Yeah,
that's a fucking stacked team. That was like my team last season, dude.
Yeah.
So Martin, you're in the best position right now by far.
So Alex is really.
Then Alex has Matthew.
Yeah, and maybe
Brandon and Jamie.
Yeah, I mean, none of them have had bad. Oh, Jamie's kind of weird at it, but they're at least getting airtime, which is more than like Lauren and
Lauren's not getting nothing.
Josh. So and Heidi really doesn't get a lot of airtime.
No,
but so yeah, I traded what I feel like I could have got. I don't think you guys wanted Jamie or Brand. I mean, like if you guys still want to trade, no. Does anyone want to take Matthew?
No,
I'm fine.
You need some legs in this, otherwise, what's the point?
I might put him on waivers.
No, not allowed. But yeah, Alex is really banking on season 46 being a returnee. Hopefully, for his sake, it is. Otherwise,
I'm hoping for your guys' sake it's not, because I already have 8 picks that.
I will be upset if it's returnee and we get people prior to 40. But if it's 41 and after, I don't care, to be honest.
Yeah,
I gave up that pick.
Man, if it's...
But if we're getting people from like 35...
Man, and what if it's like
36?
What if it's like a second chance season and you get to vote them in? That'd be fucking sick, man.
Then I'll be I'll be frustrated with myself.
I'm taking Dom. I'm taking Christian.
I will fight you on Christian, man.
No, I'm not. Man, if... Okay, yeah, no, we'll, it hasn't happened yet. It's still in all theory. But they're not asking for people to sign up for 40. Okay, so I think they were asking for people to sign up for 45 and nothing for 46. So people are like, oh, it might be a returnee season. And now I think they're asking for people to apply for 47. So they didn't ask anyone to apply for 46, which makes it seem fairly likely that it's a returnee season. I'm hoping a second chance. But who knows?
Hopefully with more than just 41 onward involved.
Yeah.
But doubtful.
It's like, how are you not going to bring Christian back, though? How are you not going to bring Christian back? How are you not going to bring Dom back at least another time to play,
Angelina.
How are you not going to bring Davey? How are you not going to bring these guys back? War Dog. Rick Devins. It's like, how are you not going to bring these people back?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, before we go, I do want to make one proposal for our draft moving forward, our drafts. I'm proposing whoever has a winner of the season, and I guess whoever has the winner moving forward for each season chooses the draft order for the following season.
Sure.
You just have them go last, right?
No, so like if Martin has the winner of the season, he can choose what order we go in for the following season.
Well, I don't think that seems fair.
Yeah.
He won the previous season.
Yeah, but just because, the fucking Chiefs won the Super Bowl doesn't mean they get the first overall pick too,
That's what you get for winning.
No, that's not what you get for winning. You get the just the fame of it. You just get you know,
I don't know.
bragging rights. Yeah.
I mean, most of the
Like I never let it go.
Do you anticipate the winner putting themselves first? What do you anticipate then?
Yeah, exactly. Why would the winner?
It's gonna be snake order still, so they get the sixth pick.
Erica getting like the hourglass. Like, of course she's gonna break it.
Yeah. Come on.
I don't anticipate the winner each time wanting first pick.
We don't go snake order either.
We do. Oh yeah, we didn't do snake.
No.
Yeah.
Well, if we do, it'd have to be snake order.
Yeah. So now it's just like I don't know. I mean, we could talk about.
Okay. We'll talk more offline. But that wraps up our Survivor Season 44 Episode 4 recap. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at PlayingVoodoo Pod.
Any winner picks right here. You want to say it right now? Just straight up winner? Who do you think right now?
For this season?
Yeah.
Carolyn.
I'm going to go Carson. No.
Danny.
Not Danny. I like Danny, but I don't think he's going to win. Oh, fuck, dude. Is Carolyn going to win?
She's playing really well.
Oh, man, dude. That would be great.
Like, subscribe wherever you're listening. Spotify, YouTube. Yeah.
What did I say? I said about the fucking Marianne and fucking Gable. Like, we gotta grab these people, dude.
Appreciate you all for listening. This is Plan Voodoo, where to split vote is not safe.
You gotta